Hello, I'm Debbie Bell-Hosking here at Cybos 2017 Toronto in the Deutsche Bank lounge, and I'm talking to Lisa Robbins about how Asia is driving the digital economy. Hello, Lisa.
Hi, Debbie.
Lisa, let's start off with what developments you are seeing that are accelerating this drive for more digital services.
I think there are a few things happening in Asia that are so exciting. The first one is, if you think about what's gone on in India, which is a government-induced acceleration driven on the back of a need for financial inclusion, a desire to ensure that more people are part of the banking community and have access, which means that they've developed a very, very interesting digital identity. They've done demonetization, and all that leads to digital development in India. On the other side, if you look at China, you have a private sector driven development where you see a lot of large platform businesses developing all sorts of financial tools, Alibaba, Baidu, and a whole host of others. And then driven off the back of this, we see that a lot of consumers who are also business people as well want to see more on the business side. So you see a C2B or B2C developments that require businesses to take a look at their business models and look at how they too can develop a more digital approach to dealing with their customers.
Talk about digital. So what new technology or shifts in client requirements are you seeing that's shaping the way you do business in Asia?
Well, a number of things are happening on that front as well. It seems like when you look at Asia, to me it's just exciting. It's like, I call it the cradle of digitalization as opposed to the cradle of civilization, which it is as well. But when you think about what's happening, it's so interesting because we see models changing so that consortia are developing to look at KYC solutions. We see platform developments between fintech companies and banks to deliver what we call a financial ecosystem. Nowhere is this more evident than in places, again, like China or in India. And finally, we see governments like the Singapore government, which wants to create a smart nation, purposely engaging both the private sector as well as banking and regulatory environment that drives growth.
Now, what about companies? What, in your opinion, what sort of strategies or plans should they put in force to benefit the most from digital Asia?
Well, I think a couple of things are probably something companies are thinking about. How do I take advantage of this to expand access to my customer base, to make it easier for my customer base to access me, whether it's on the wholesale side or the consumer side, and to at the same time make things safe and sound. So while in the past this may sound exactly the same, they have more tools available to them. They can look at how they streamline their own business and operating models to make it easier and cheaper and faster for their clients to access them.
And on that point, looking ahead, what new services or business models do you foresee?
Oh, I need to look at my crystal ball and I'll come back to you. But I think there's a great possibility of many different avenues. One is I see us really looking at how API can be a real tool to bring us together with a whole host of tools that can be made accessible again to our clients and to us to make it easier for us to deliver services. So I think a lot of things will change over the future. Some of the long financial supply chains will be attenuated and made more efficient and easier for us to navigate.
Lisa, thank you so much for chatting to us. It sounds like a very exciting time digitally in Asia.
It's an exciting time digitally and otherwise in Asia. It's really a fast-moving place. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for watching.